Hello everyone, Alex here, and today we're going to talk about what I'm now running in main arena. I changed them a couple of days ago, have the same in elite arena. They're very successful in PvP. In PvE you will probably be very low on damage and you will time out, so I wouldn't recommend this team to be used everywhere. But it's a team that is very successful in block mirror matches and to stop many counters that would try to burst damage down a block team, for example, like Justice Gang with Ivy or Hal, maybe with Parallax, and very likely with Lasso. They will try to go for a quick ultimate and kill your back row, maybe with a Superboy doing some counter attacks, but then you have Aquaman stepping in and putting them under invulnerable. So you cannot finish them off when he heals them a little bit. You have many shelters going out with this team, like every turn with Peacemaker. You have some healing with Peacemaker if you kill the opponents, with Aquaman. Very strong. They're also tanky and they can block a lot, so they can feel and work with Ocean Master's team synergy with the healing and everything. I've talked a lot about Ocean Master, he's awesome, his stacks weaken, but a reason this team works is because of the PvP rule here. Where is it? About challenges, it's closer to the end where it says, or in the middle, let's say if your rank is Master 3 or higher, 50% damage reduction is granted at the start of the battle, and 15% damage amplification granted at the end of every battle round. And then you have decreased healing. Same as in Elite Arena and Victor's Arena, you also have the same stuff here where it says at the end of each round you gain 15% damage increase. That basically makes it so Ocean Master really does do a lot of damage. If you see here, for example, he does 21 million, out damages by a lot someone like Wonder Woman, and I'm gonna show some replays, but basically his damage really ramps up after some turns with many counterattacks that he does. He can also do some blitz and kill you off. You have him potentially even at rank 9 doing a cleanse that can be very strong and can make them probably harder to beat by a poison team. So Aquaman is definitely one of the characters that I'm considering ranking up as a legendary next. First probably Deathstroke, since he's a lot stronger at rank 10, but after that Aquaman and Peacemaker are definitely up there, together with Superman DCU, I guess. He's definitely a candidate. So you have all the stuff Ocean Master does. I gave him the Mirror of Reverie, which will add some debuffs. That's cool, and some of them do some stuff like Bleach will do some shields, Poison will do some healing. So you can have them like Poison in a mirror match play a little bit of a role, but basically he gets a lot of stats here like attack, and I'm even enhancing it higher to go to give him a crit and damage application. And he also gets here some 10% extra damage application, so then he can hit harder, especially being the one that you rely on damage. I did put the signature here, and I'm considering putting like more like gear like this, which will give him at least like another 7% attack bonus. Then you even like, oh, I have forgotten this, I did change this for something else, well, he worked like this, so that's kind of what I want to do, but this piece maybe that will give him like a 25% attack bonus. See, he will still have like a decent block chance after removing like the 10% here, because the 6 will turn into 9, so you're really losing like 7.6% block for a lot of attack bonus, some HP bonus, even crit resistance. It will be also expensive to do, but maybe it's worth it. And you have the two characters here, like he blocks a lot, he does recoil damage, he's tanky, he has a very big block amount. I gave him this because I feel like he's survivable enough in a team comp like this. The back row also blocks more. I did put at least 2 pieces of block on them, and when I have like some other characters done that I want to upgrade a couple of pieces of gear, I will probably move them to 4 block and 2 HP, really double down on that. He has some extra healing here and some stats, some reflect. He has some extra healing here with 8% HP, getting some damage reduction here. It's really a very survivable team that benefits then from the 15% increase in damage that Ocean Master can kill the opponents at the end. Maybe Nightwing to some degree, especially because I have him rank 30. He starts doing some damage with his ultimate. I have his badge at 30, and he's very beefy. Many people have Cyborg, don't have him unlocked, but this team can beat a Cyborg hybrid that uses Cyborg instead of Peacemaker, so I would really recommend this team. I'm gonna show some gameplay, but let's talk a tiny bit more. Like, okay, he's a bit crit resistant, so he will be survivable. He's putting out shelters. If you kill someone, he can heal you. He can ramp up the damage a little bit with armor breaks and the fragile, and I have him placed in a way where both Nightwing Basic and Ocean Master benefit hitting into the fragile a little bit. His ultimate can put out a little bit of damage late game, but at the same time he can hitting everyone can be clipped off by having like a 4 or 5 counterattacks by an opponent's Ocean Master. He would be awesome at rank 10, giving a shelter to the front row. I have a Blue Beetle doing giving shelter to the back row quickly. The invulnerable are awesome. Here, as I say, he cleanses the debuffs, can be very strong. This doesn't apply really here, and give them strong attacks. Someone like Awesome Master can benefit late game. Heals them for 15% HP. It's really a tanky team that can survive a lot of beating, and then Ocean Master can ramp up his damage by taking advantage of the 15% and really outlast the opponents and kill them, clip them off. So I'm gonna show some matches why this wins almost every block mirror and many like Justice Gang teams that try to go in. I'm briefly gonna mention, like, with a very well out poison team, you may be able to beat them, especially now that I don't have him cleansing the debuffs. I think this will make some difference and they will make them harder to beat. But for now, many people won't have a well out poison team, and even if you can replace them, poison team kinda dies by crit. Kinda feels weird to me. Crit's a bad team, but beats them because they're not extremely like tanky. So they kinda have some weaknesses as well. I don't know if I would throw them on defense in arena, and even so, you throw them in elite arena, and I use them in arena. Offense and defense currently the block team, but otherwise in elite arena they're very strong and they beat pretty much everything, including many poison comps, but sometimes a big poison comp now can beat, and we don't have Dr. Poison yet in the game. We need to see how this exactly plays out. So I'm gonna show like some mirror matches why some like teams like with Wonder Woman cannot beat them, because you out sustain them pretty much, and they're all like punch ups. They were defensive. That's what was impressive from this team, because they can be getting defensive victories with it, which is awesome. It's probably the best PvP. Maybe you can fit Cyborg in there, of course, but more people will be having a Aquaman and Peacemaker. They're wearing their banners as new legendaries. And it was a new banner for Cyborg where you needed 150 from zero. So, and they fit many other places in the game. Cyborg I don't think fits anywhere else. And if you can beat teams with Cyborg, I'm gonna show in a little in attack, then it's definitely a very nice substitute to do. So let's show this defensive match. So the opponents are attacking me now. Those usually take a while. I did put like an AI song in the back.
Block so hard they heal again. Damage bounces, foes just stare. You sure he even took a hit there? Right beside Blue Beetle stands proud. Cool blue glow,
that's a massive team that attacked me. Like many levels advantage.
back row quick, resistant now. Shelters fly when his whole plans. A metal hero with helping hands. Aquaman steps up with crash now. Shelter for himself, heals that crowd. 15% every turn he heals. Team still standing, everyone lives. Peacemaker's grin shining so wide. Shelter stands out, he yells with pride. Every turn, another layer strong. After damage, they hum a song. An enemy drops, cheers ignite.
Yeah, we're healing basically many times, getting hit.
The unbreakable shelter stack up, math unshakable, invulnerables flashing, damage denied. Hits come in, but they just slide. Nightwing blocks, ocean laps insane. Each block 1% heal again. Foes keep punching, health bars rise. You sure this game obeys the ties? Crits do nothing, not stumped by. Every swing just fuels the fight. Peacemaker chuckles, we don't even flinch. Aquaman's waves inch by inch. Blue Beetle covers, Nightwing hits back. Shelter stacking all in sync attack. Opponent's side, they've lost but will, they're healing. Every time we kill. Smirks, damage climbs, 15% boost. End game times, bleeds erupt, the field turns red. Counterattacks knock foes dead. Wave after wave, revenge unending. One by one, the bar stop mending. Ocean Master stands calm and cool. The sea remembers every fool. Final verse, the music slows, the match runs long. Team still dancing, nothing's wrong. Nightwing shrugs, Blue Beetle hugs, Peacemaker laughs, Aquaman drums, ocean finishes, please explode. Whole arena in overload, announcer screams, they're still alive, they take negative damage and drive. Crowd erupts, pure mayhem sound, can't touch them all around. Team's back, and they're tankier than ever. Nightwing tanks, the king of
Yeah, damage really ramps up.
Hard they heal again. Damage bounces, foes just stare. You sure he even took a hit there? Right beside Blue Beetle stands proud. Cool blue glow, crawling the crowd. Cuts crits down, back row smiling now. Back row quick, resistant now. Shelters fly when his old plans. A metal hero with helping hands. Aquaman steps up with crash now. Shelter for himself, heals the crowd. 15% every turn he heals. Team still standing, everyone lives. Peacemakers grin, shining so wide. Shelter stands out, he yells with pride. Every turn, another layer strong. Half the damage, they hum a song. An enemy drops, cheers ignite.
Okay, so again to show like the massive difference in like his 353, he has like a maxed out many everything pretty much, like ranks and stuff, and was a massive punch down, but still they out-sustained spectacularly. Let's also like an attack which it's a team that could beat some squeezier versions, especially like in Elite Arena, of a block when you have like someone like Constant that already sacrifices 15% from their HP, and Pandora, that's a squeezy character, but now they out-sustain again.
Together they stand, observe the unbreakable. Shelter stack up, math unshakable. Invulnerable, splashing, damage denied. Hits come in, but they just slide. Nightwing blocks, ocean laps insane. Each block 1% heal again. Foes keep punching, health bars rise. You sure this game obeys the ties? Crits do nothing, not stunned by. Every swing just fuels the fight. Peacemaker chuckles, we don't even flinch. Aquaman's waves heal inch by inch. Still Beetle covers, Nightwing hits back. Shelter stacking all in sync attack. Opponent's side, they've lost the will, they're healing. Every time we kill.
Having Blue Beetle hit by this reinforcement doesn't really affect you.
Then the Sea King smirks, damage climbs, 15% boost. Endgame times, bleeds erupt, the field turns red. Counterattacks knock foes dead. Wave after wave, revenge unending. One by one, the bars stop mending. Ocean Master stands calm and cruel. The sea remembers every fool. Final verse, the music slows, the match was long. Team still dancing, that is all. Nightwing shrugs, Blue Beetle hums, Peacemaker lash, Aquaman drums, ocean finishes, blazing slow.
You have all the shelters there that
Can't touch them all around. Can't touch them all around. Block team's back, and they're tankier than ever. Nightwing tanks, the king of pain. Block so hard they heal again. Damage bounces, foes just stare. You sure he even took a hit there? Right beside Blue Beetle stands proud. Cool blue glow, calm in the crowd. Cuts crits down, back row smiling now. Back row quick, resistant now. Shelters fly when his whole plans. A metal hero with helping hands. Aquaman steps up with crash now. Shelter for himself, heals the crowd. 15% every turn he heals. Team still standing, everyone lives. Peacemakers grin, shining so wide. Shelter stands out, he yells with pride. Every turn, another layer strong. After damage, they hum a song. An enemy drops, cheers ignite. unbreakable, sugars stack up, math unshakable, invulnerables flashing, damage denied. Hits come in, but they just slide. Nightwing blocks, ocean laps insane. Each block 1% heal again. Foes keep punching, health bars rise. You sure this game obeys the ties? Crits do nothing, dots don't bite. Every swing just fuels the fight. Peacemaker chuckles, we don't even flinch. Aquaman's waves here inch by inch. Blue Beetle covers, Nightwing hits back. Shelter, stack it all in sync attack. Opponent sided, lost but will, they're healing. Every time we kill. King smirks, damage climbs, 15% boost, and game times we.
Yeah. So again, this is a punch down, I think, for them trying to attack me. Yeah, and 1 million punch down. It's a rank 10 Hull. It's a big team. Let me see, can we see here like DCU or whatever? No. Yeah, I'm also gonna show like Elite Arena attack versus like a Cyborg comp. So this is like another 2 million punch up.
Interrupt, the field turns red. Counterattacks not closed dead. Wave after wave, revenge ending one by one. The bar stop.
I'm using my team with ultimate orders.
He remembers every fool. Final verse, the music slows, the match runs long. Team still dancing, nothing's wrong. Nightwing shrugs, Blue Beetle hugs, Peacemaker laughs, Aquaman drums, ocean finishes, please explode. Arena in overload, announcer screams, they're still alive, they take negative damage and thrive. Crowd erupts, pure mayhem sound, can't touch them all around.
Doesn't really matter if it's silence.
Can't touch them all around.
You should almost go for the most defensive setup possible. Would probably also use like the Green Lantern reinforcement when I can.
And they're tankier than ever.
Maybe instead of Throne. Because it guarantees some chance I have the rank 5, the
Nightwing tanks, the king of pain, block so hard they heal
Batmobile.
again. Damage bounces, foes just stare. You sure he even took a hit there? Right beside Blue Beetle stands proud.
If anything, this match can go either way, so Cyborg is not necessarily way better. But this specific team, I've 100% success rate, like 4 out of 4 or 5 out of 5. Because they're the same rank as me. With a higher rank team, I have won like 1 out of 4 or whatever. With a rank 10 Aquaman and I think 9 Cyborg, which is really impressive. Like punching up for a team that has more value outside of PvP. Mirror sometimes feels a little bit overkill. That could be better in other teams in Elite Arena. So maybe I'm gonna replace that for the Lantern.
Peacemaker chuckles, we don't even flinch. Aquaman's waves here inch by inch. Blue Beetle covers, Nightwing hits back. Shelter, stack it all in sync attack. Opponent sided, lost but will, they're healing. time we kill.
A lot of the sustain has to do on this team with healing, or at least some of it, and poison kinda knocks it down, so
Then the Sea King smirks, damage climbs, 15% boost.
poison definitely looks a lot more interesting than other teams that were recently released.
Wave after wave, revenge unending, one by one, the bar stop mending. Ocean Master stands calm and cool, the sea remembers every fool. Final verse, the music slows, the match runs long. Team still dancing, nothing's wrong. Lightwing shrugs, Blue Beetle hums, Peacemaker laughs, Aquaman drums, Ocean finishes, please explode. Whole arena in overload, announcer screams, they're still alive, they take negative damage and drive. Crowd erupts, pure mayhem sound, can't touch them all around.
And yeah, he doesn't get affected by the silence as much, because it's his passive, not his advanced attack that does the counter attacks.
Block team's back, and they're tankier than ever. Nightwing tanks, the king of pain. Block so hard they heal again. Damage bounces, foes just stare. You sure he even took a hit there? Right beside Blue Beetle stands proud. Cool blue glow, calm in the crowd. Cuts crits down, back row smiling now. Back row quick, resistant now. Shelters fly when his whole plans. A metal hero with helping hands. Aquaman steps up with crash loud. Shelter for himself, heals that crowd. 15% every turn he heals. Team still standing, everyone lives. Peacemaker's grin shining so wide. Shelter spans time, he yells with pride. Every turn, another layer strong. At the damage, they hum a song. An enemy drops, cheers ignite. They stand, observe the unbreakable, shutters stack up, math unshakable, and vulnerables flashing, damage denied. Hits come in, but they just slide. Nightwing blocks, ocean laughs insane. Each block 1% heal again. Foes keep punching, health bars rise. You sure this game obeys the ties? Crits do nothing, not stunned by. Every swing just fuels the fight. Peacemaker chuckles, we don't even flinch. Aquaman's waves heal inch by inch. Blue Beetle covers, Nightwing hits back. Shelter stacking, all in sync attack. Opponent's side, they've lost the will, they're healing. Every time we kill. Smirks, damage climbs, 15% boost. Endgame times, bleeds erupt, the field turns red. Counterattacks knock foes dead. Wave after wave, revenge unending. One by one, the bar stop mending. Ocean Master stands calm and cool. The sea remembers every fool. Final verse, the music slows, the match runs long. Team still dancing, nothing's wrong. Lightwing.
Okay, so I think I made my point. It's a great team for both arenas that really helped me do better in Elite Arena, and sure, really to move up from like a position close to like number 8 without having it very solid to start going higher and beating more people that I couldn't otherwise. Many difficult block mirror matches, many teams that can beat squeezier block comps cannot. This Poison is still an interesting team. I'm waiting for the next week to get the ranks up and to finish this event. So Definitely a team to look out for, the Poison team. That could be the next meta. It's definitely very, very interesting. I've gambled a little bit more on pulling Cheshire, and we don't even have like Dr. Poison into the game. Also, like you can use those characters afterwards, like try to make a team either like this, or maybe you can still afford having Constantine and Pandora here. And then I'm using actually the other two characters with a debuff comp. You have Aquaman only to turn to cost ultimate, and he can put out a weaken and protect your team defensively. That way, especially when the front row is dead, this is awesome. If he managed to squeeze it out before he dies, to put a not weaken, exhaustion. That reduces damage by 50% for the opponent's row. Peacemaker kinda synergizes there with Deathstroke. He amps up a physical damage, and Deathstroke can take advantage of that. So this is an extra way to use this, and this is a third team or some sort that I'm running. And that's a team that beats almost every team that they can come across to, and they're just rank 8, those two guys, so they can definitely be a lot more interesting, and at a higher batch level, at a higher gear investment. 4 pieces of block would probably make this team a lot stronger. Now at least they have like 21 and 18, I think, percent block, so they could even fit into Ocean Master's passive more and be more survivable. And since they can beat like an unbeatable team that like the Cyborg and Big Aquaman version, they can still beat that. So I'm just guessing, like with a rank 9 Aquaman, I hope they get protected more against poison, and will be even more consistent, that already are awesome in beating pretty much everything in the arena. It's very hard to beat them. So definitely a team that I feel very comfortable recommending to run in PvP, and we'll have to see about poison. I want to test that out.